it was very difficult because I had a fractured finger, and I really didn't think that I would have played in that test match. And then when Viv, who was captain at the time, said, look, when you're in good nick, I want you to play. I said, well, if you want me to be the captain, if you want me to play, I'm going to play, But I was in a lot of pain, and every time the ball hit the bat, I was in serious pain. But, I was playing for West Indies, and I always saw myself as a soldier, so I really shot opportunity. And the wicket was very, very bad. One of the worst wickets I've played a test match on. And the ball was doing all sorts, and it was just unpredictable. So I went out there with very little hope that I would score runs for the reasons that I spoke about. And then when I sort of started paying attention, I was like, wow, in the 80s. And I said, wow, it's an opportunity to get 100. So then I started, working a bit harder. But I got out from a delivery when I was on 99, which up to this day, I don't understand what happened with that delivery. I thought I had it covered, but it must have went on the ground and bowled me. But, it was very difficult on that wicket, facing guys like Kapil Dev and Chetan Sharma and all the other spinners. So I kind of rate that innings very highly because I was incapacitated. I had a serious injury, and the wicket was very difficult. And even though I was not under any pressure, I still had to, apply myself and play according to the circumstances. Well, I think the one in England, even though the wicket wasn't as bad, I had to contend with, the swinging ball and stuff like that. But it's hard to say which one was better, really. But both of them, in Trinidad, I was not under any pressure because I knew that I was injured, plus at any moment I could have gone. So I was on a bit more pressure, the one I did Boston. But both were, had to work really, really hard. I had to be patient, and I had to exercise quite a high degree of skill. It's not something that I planned really. For some reason, whenever I go to Guyana, I always seem to feel good about myself. I don't know, I drink a lot of coconut water whenever I go to Guyana, and maybe that sort of free me up or whatever. But I went out there and I just felt really, really good. I woke up in the morning and I felt really, really good. And I knew something was going to happen, but I was in the zone actually. I went out there to bat and I was just focusing on the red ball. And all I can recall is that the bowlers were running in and then the crowd was cheering. And to me, nothing much was happening. But it's only after people started talking about innings, the way the Australians started looking at me and stuff, and I reflected and I realized how demoralizing that innings was to the Australians.